Today I'm talking about the false claim that the appearance and status of the neighborhood is what's important. Specifically today, I'm going to talk about when the neighborhood looks exactly like it did the day after the landscapers leave, the leaf blowers leave. In this case, I'm talking about the pollen that has fallen from the trees, but it's also when there's a heavy shedding of petals like the cherry blossom trees or the Bartlett pear trees, or a heavy time during fall with leaf shedding. So if the community actually feels strongly that the place needs to look a certain way, then number one, members of that community should be taking it upon themselves, demonstrating that it is important, because if something's that important, you should be motivated to do it yourself. Team up, take turns, or assign sections. But when you rely on or are willing to just let it be relegated to people that don't live there and come once a week, that means 6 out of 7 days, really 6.5 out of 7 days, don't look the way you're claiming it's important for it to look. It's a very brief, temporary change in the appearance of the neighborhood. Now, the pollen part is even more absurd because it at least had fallen in a concentrated area on the ground and was heavy and sitting there. Where in a situation like that, intelligence would have someone come through with a scooper and gently and delicately scoop it up and put it into a bag. It's already gathered. It's already gathered directly underneath the trees, and thank God it's not floating around up in the air, aggravating people's allergies. So here come your landscapers. What do? I predicted it, and I filmed my prediction. Nope, they're not going to do it the intelligently way. They are going to blast all of it, starting at one end of the street, going to the other end of the street. All the pollen is back up, airborne. Everything that was gathered in a nice tight spot where you could have scooped it up is just blasted all over the place. Some of it makes it down to an end at the destination on the other side of